This video is sponsored by sellcashier.com. Sellcashier compares iPhone prices on the internet and then gives you back a quick quote and the most cash for your used iPhone. It is simple, fast, and secure. What's up, tech? It's Josh here, and I wanted to share a video with you that you might be interested in, especially if you're coming from an Android device to an iPhone. I've been using the iPhone 7 Plus for a few weeks now, and the keyboard has been one of the major issues getting used to using an iPhone again. For the longest time, I used SwiftKey for my Android devices, and I recently swapped over to Gboard, which used to be known as Google Keyboard. They made some really good improvements, and I really like the functionality and some of the features that Gboard offers. Fortunately, you can download both of those keyboards for iPhone. The issue is that the experience using SwiftKey or Gboard with the iPhone is not nearly the experience that you get with an Android device. So I've been going back and forth between Gboard and SwiftKey to kind of find out which one's the best one, and I want to share with you guys my experience with that. The Apple iPhone keyboard, you're going to get everything that you can with that keyboard, but you can't swipe with it, and that's really the only thing that I don't like about the Apple keyboard. If Apple would add swiping to their keyboard, I wouldn't even consider the other ones because you would just get really good functionality with that. It would be like a really good complete package. Now with all three of the keyboards, there's something that's missing as well, is the top row of numbers. I really like having the top row of numbers when I'm using my keyboard. There's so many times to where I'm using an Android device that I don't actually have to go into the different kind of symbols or numbers, kind of tab or flip over to those kind of options. It's already there on the front page. So that feature isn't with any of these. You gotta tap the tab to get to those numbers or symbols. The other annoying thing that I found with all three of these keyboards is that to get the hashtag and some of the other symbols that are really commonly used these days, you have to tap 3 times to get to the third page to get to that feature or that symbol. I kind of wish that they would move that forward so it's quicker to get to, because a lot of people use those symbols these days a lot. SwiftKey and Gboard do a great job with the swipe typing. There's not many times where I have to go back and correct what was being placed. Now as far as predictive text goes, it's kind of like a split difference. They do it a little bit differently. Gboard does a great job. They have some really good prediction of what you could use for words. But what SwiftKey does is that they really memorize what you use the most. And so that you could almost type full sentences out with the predictive text. And really that's where SwiftKey kind of has a notch above Gboard because of that predictive text. They do a really great job with that. One of the features that Gboard has over SwiftKey is the ability to add Jiff Files. Now we've had emojis for a while now, and both of those do that just fine. But Jiff Files adds a really cool way to just add some fun or some different ways to express what you're trying to say. You can use the Jiff kind of app and then add it to your message, but with Gboard it's built right into the keyboard. So it's a really great way to add that to your messaging. So what it boils down to is just your preferences and how you use messaging. Because with Gboard you got a lot more functions like Jiff Files and also some Google Now features, but I like the predictive text more with SwiftKey, so that's where it might win you over with. The Apple keyboard is great. There's a lot of cool functions with that. You got Jiff Files, you got emojis, all kinds of stuff like that. And the accuracy is spot on. But if you're like me that likes to use swipe typing, it's not really gonna cut it for you. So using Gboard or SwiftKey is definitely gonna get the job done. If I was gonna give you my opinion of what the best keyboard is, I'm gonna have to probably go with Gboard. It's not much further away from it because of that predictive text. It's just really spot on with that as well. So let me know, guys, down in the comments what kind of keyboard that you like to use with the iPhone. Do you stick with the Apple one? Do you use Gboard or SwiftKey? Or is there another one out there that I did not mention? Thanks, guys, for watching this video. I do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and also share it with your favorite social networks. Subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any more videos like this. And until then, stay techy. Sellcashier purchases iPhones from all major US carriers and currently only operate in the United States. It is simple, fast, and secure. Get a quote, ship your phone, and get paid.